Okay, Bobbo, I wanted to do a little video demonstration so that you can actually see for yourself what's going on so far with the code. I'm sure it'll probably go a long ways. I'm trying to work out the bug on the frequency multiplier. So we're going to start out at mode 0. We're going to increment 1. So the pot right now is turned all the way down, so that would be the slowest setting. And I had changed some of the numbers in the code pertaining to the timing. But it doesn't seem to make any difference. In fact, it lowered the threshold at which I was telling you it would drastically change frequency after halfway, which is actually now faster than before because I tried to reduce the time some to speed it up. But anyways, here we go. So we'll turn the pot up, and that's about 25% of my pot right now. Like I said, it was previously about the 50% margin. Now it's about 25%. But you can see that something happens in the math, I believe, and it drastically changes, that frequency. So that's the first mode. We'll go to mode 2. Same thing applies here. About 25% now. I get that. It just drastically changes. And it was more linear before I started playing with the numbers. Mode 3. Same thing. This is the one that I was telling you looked like the wagon wheel. You see right there, it kind of switched directions. If I continue to turn the pot, it kind of gets random in direction almost. You see it's just totally random almost there. So I'll slow it back down. There we got our strobe. The same thing. I believe it's just a simple math thing. As I begin to turn that pot up now, it will reach a threshold where it basically panics and the frequency is uncontrolled. It's all the way up. All the way down. Now, this is my favorite. I really like the HSVs. So I'm hoping we can incorporate that accelerometer in some of that. So I'll speed this up as well. And eventually, that's probably about 3/4 of my pot right now. And you can see that it drastically changes like the others. I think it's just a simple math thing. I moved the red, white, white, red to the end of the cases now to where it's my last mode instead of the one right before the last. And here it is. And I wanted to demonstrate to you what happens if I throw that toggle switch for our bailout. It works great. It's probably about 1 second, maybe a little less delay there, and there's a visual artifact that shows up as the following mode to the current mode. When you hit that switch, you get a split moment display of the following mode. So let's go like this one right here. I'll throw the switch, and you'll see it went to the strobe for just a moment, and then it actually completed and went to our bailout. That's okay, it's not that big of a deal, but I did want to show it to you. Also, let's get to another mode. We'll go with this one. Now I'm actually going to turn off my transmitter. Turn it off, and it kind of hangs there for a moment, and then it may do something completely random. It eventually will land in our nav mode, and that took more steps than is typical. I'll turn the radio back on. Let's go to the HSV rainbow. Now turn the transmitter back off. Now it's off. It kind of halts that program, and then we'll drop out. This is all fine. I don't intend on turning my radio off during flight. Alright, man. Well, listen, I wanted to show you so that it could help you figure out some of the math and some of the programming, and I appreciate all your help very, very much.